Welcome in, everyone, to another session with the Second Chances. Let's see, where was it? No. Thank you. I'm like, where did we leave off last time? We got to do our thank yous first. It's been a minute. It's been a second. So our thank yous, of course, first go to Critical Role for creating the wonderful world of Exandria that we get to play in. As well as to all the artists whose music we've used here on the stream. Reliquary Records, Dungeon Glitch, Critical Role, Hunter Rodgerson, and Borislav Slavov. Check them out on your streaming platform of choice. Last time that we left our heroes, they had just made a few deals of varying levels of severity, we'll call it. With the Prism Sage, a very, very old, very powerful, very legendary hag who also said that she could help the Pallid Grove recover within months to a couple years if they would do a favor for her. The difference being if they didn't, that it could take hundreds of years for the Pallid Grove to recover. So they decided they were going to risk it. They were going to go to the far realm and bring back a piece of the Crawling King's prison. Before doing that, they waylaid over in Zadash so that they could have a normal night in regular beds, eating real home-cooked food and visiting with Triv and Leo's sister, Halesna. That's where we're going to pick up. It is the night afterwards, so the morning of. If the plan is to still use Zealous' 6th level spell to go to the hag and then spend the night to get it back and then go to the far realm, you technically still have a day. If there's anything else you want to check in on, anything else that you want to do, any sort of last minute kinds of things, now is your chance.
Can I talk to Roz?
You can. You two sleeping in the same bed by this point?
That's private.
Yeah, what the hell?
Just wondering if it's like you're waking up in the morning and talking to her, or if you're finding her at breakfast.
I was gonna say we meet up for breakfast.
Yeah, that's fine. No, there's nothing wrong. I'm just asking. That's all. I'm just
asking. Or it could be pillow talk.
Yep.
Roz definitely has a cold when she comes downstairs, so she sounds a little weird today. But otherwise, she is eating breakfast.
Which Halesna made for you. Pancakes for everyone.
Hell yeah.
Leo eats his with corn in them for some reason.
What the hell?
All right, we need to have a talk about your future.
Yeah, there
with
needs to be
chances.
an intervention. That's not right.
I don't know about
that. Hey, can I ask you... I don't want to say weird question, because I feel like every time I ask you a question, it's something weird, and I need to come up with a different adjective. But yeah, can I ask you a question?
Strange. Strange is a different adjective. Leander's here as well.
Awkward.
Oh, shoot.
All right, we'll go with unusual. How about that?
In your head you hear, okay, he's here, and I don't want to hurt his feelings.
Oh, it's about Leander.
Well, it's not exactly, but when did you... Well, actually, no, it's not there yet. When did you start...
Why is everyone silent all of a sudden? Were you going to ask her a question
Hermia
or not?
says it out loud. When did you start liking me?
Oh. Well, I mean, when you had the choice to just pack up and quit, instead you decided to train with me and learn how to fight. I guess that's when I started respecting you. And liking you came not too long after that. There was obviously a lot of complicated feelings, given that I was still with Mira at the time. But, I don't know, probably the last time we were in Zadash-ish, and around there.
That feels like a lifetime ago.
Yeah, it really does. It's weird that it's only been a couple months since then, but it feels like it's been 2 years.
Yeah, I feel like I've aged a whole bunch.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, in your head you hear, I'm just wondering what I can do to help Leander. Like, I'm pretty. Was I like that?
Roz takes an extra moment as if she is clearly trying to think of how to respond to that. You've always been your own biggest enemy, as far as I've seen. Because it certainly isn't your ability. It's always been the mental blocks that you put in place.
And sorry,
Perhaps they
this
have
exchange
some
is,
similar
is,
issues.
is in your head now?
This is up.
Yeah,
this
I
is in
wouldn't
my head,
have said that part out loud. Hermia like nods and says back in your head. Yeah, that's what I figured. Hopefully Trip can teach him how to be more confident.
Well, I mean, you know better than anybody. Starts from within. It starts with just seeing that you can do it.
For me, it was when I decided that I would take notes about everything that you said to study later because it seemed like you knew what you were doing.
Oh, well, I'm sorry to have deceived you.
Out loud, she looks towards Leander. So, what you gonna do while we're kicking ass in the far realm?
I don't know. It's weird. Exandria is my world as well, but this also isn't mine. So it looks familiar, but it feels not like it feels like I'm somewhere I'm not supposed to be, even though I recognize things.
Oh God, preach.
So I honestly don't know.
Roz points to his weapon. Do you know how to use that?
Yeah, you swing it at things.
Oh God.
Am I wrong?
We should spar before I leave.
I agree. You two should spar.
Okay. Did your Leander not go to the same academy as you?
I mean, he did.
Okay, so did I. I know how to use it.
I know how to use it.
I knew how to use it when I first started, but I was I don't even know how to describe it.
All right.
Let's just say I'm curious to see like
Sure.
how much of a difference there is between like, us and
Sure. Whenever.
Right now.
Right now. Okay. Right now it is. Let's go then. All right. And he gets up to head outside.
Dad would be so proud of me.
Roz
I'm
goes
bonding through violence.
with, and she takes her whole plate of pancakes with her just to keep eating.
Zana is there as well. She looks to Leo and goes, "You want
Is there corn?
You want to put money on this?"
You know what? I'll put 20 gold on the newcomer.
Okay.
Wow.
I got 20 on Hermia then. She's not eating pancakes, by the way. She's just eating unbuttered toast.
Her loss.
Unbuttered
At least
toast?
it's not corn and cereal.
Yep.
Oh, I don't know about unbuttered toast.
Mhm.
I'm just kidding.
Zana is so milk toast.
Hey.
Yep.
What?
if you ask her, she says that she doesn't like pancakes. They're too soft.
What about waffles? Do you like waffles?
Waffles are fine.
It's a texture thing.
You can ask her a question if you want, as some people are heading outside.
Hi, babe. I'm gonna go beat up my my brother, I guess.
You can
I'm
try.
gonna go watch.
Oh, have fun, be safe. Siblings. What you gained from the Prism Sage. What is it exactly? Said it was some kind of weapon?
She called it the oldest iron.
Your music cup, by the way.
It cut.
Oh, I
It
thought
says you minimized your application.
Oh,
you're back.
okay. The Prism Sage offered. I asked for something to help protect all of you. And looking at my weapon choice, she offered me what she said was the oldest weapon of its kind. She called it the oldest iron. And she holds up her hand in front of you, and you can see veins around the wrist sort of begin to darken, and then at sort of the top of the wrist, like it's coming out of the veins, you see this sort of black, oily-like substance that snakes out and begins to spread like liquid clinging to her hand into her palm, and you watch as within a couple seconds it forms into a pistol. And she kind of shows it and turns it over, and then when she releases her grip onto it, it like slithers back into her and below her skin.
Wait, we could have asked her for that?
Guess
You
you'll
could have
never.
asked her for anything.
I guess you won't have to worry about hiding your weapons anymore. Does it hurt when you do that?
No, it's cold, like putting your hand into ice water. But other than that, no, there's no pain. And once it's in there, you don't feel it in the way you would suspect. Like I can tell
That's
it's
what she
there.
said.
You're outside.
You God. I see. Does it do anything? I mean, I know it's magical. Is there any other property about
It can also take the form of a blunderbuss, but I haven't had a
Hmm.
chance to use it, so beyond that, I'm not sure.
it? Guess this will be a good testing ground. She looks a little awkward as she says, "You gave up something pretty big for this. I think, honestly, bigger than I don't know. Have you told Zenithal yet?
No. And the likelihood of us surviving is a lot. What we will probably lose getting to our goal is bigger than this, so
I'm sorry.
no need to apologize. I made it was my choice to make.
If this is too personal, it's fine, or maybe you don't know yet. Have you decided what form you would take? Permanently?
I assume that my form will be my permanent form. I will just lose the ability. And something tells me that allowing me to choose what form I'm in wouldn't give the Prism Sage the same level of satisfaction as trapping me in what most people assume to be a monster.
I still think you're cute.
You have to.
I don't have to. I'm here because, not just because I do, but you know, there's choices you make along the way.
Well, hopefully there's been more good ones than bad ones.
Yeah. I would think so. She thinks for a moment. I didn't bring this up before because a lot of things were going on, so I don't know if now's really the right time about it, but the Prism Sage used a title for you I hadn't heard before. That come through, I kind of looked down, so I don't know if my voice came through.
It did. She
Okay,
just pauses
That's fine.
and kind of averts her eyes.
She puts her hand on her shoulder.
The Mirror Blade Butcher is a urban legend, I suppose, that the people of Shady Creek Run conjured up to explain a series of hits that happened with one of the crime families some years ago.
A mission you were on?
Yes. The four families were on the verge of consolidating their power and would have been enough to upset the balance of power that the little bit of power that the Empire had there, and that one of the other gangs, the Grudge Gang, not to be confused with the Grudge Hounds. She looks to Leo. She looks to Leo.
Why are these such similar names? Anyway,
Or criminals were not inventive.
fair enough.
It would have been a lot of people already live very broken lives in Shady Creek Run, and if that would have happened, it would have changed the political landscape there, and a lot more people would have been hurt and would have potentially threatened some of the surrounding settlements Empire side. So I was sent to stop it from happening, and I did.
Can I make an insight check?
Sure. What are you looking for?
I'm looking if she is saying that and believes it or not, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And I don't expect to get much out of it, but it's what Maeve would be looking for. 13.
Yeah, with a 13, one of the things that has been consistent with Zana is whenever she talks about her work, she believes that whether the means justify it or not, she does believe that the world or the people influenced by the work she does is better off than having it not been done. You know that in some cases it's been hard for her to stomach, but she does believe that the people who it's affected are better for it.
The next question I'm going to ask her, just to be transparent, the tone that Maeve is using is not one of, I'm looking for an answer, or of judgment. It's pure curiosity. I say that because the question's going to sound judgmental.
Okay.
And if you rolled really high in insight, I would say this is how Maeve is asking it.
Okay.
Knowing what you know now, would you do it again?
Yes. Because of what I did, it created a power vacuum that allowed the other three families to split what the fourth one had between the three of them. It sated their lust for power and for wanting more, and their expansion stopped, essentially. And it was just one more corrupt family that couldn't seek to further use the people of Shady Creek Run for their own gains.
She'll nod and then lean forward to kiss her cheek before squeezing her shoulder. Sorry it took me so long to ask, but I appreciate you telling me.
She nods and blushes a little bit.
And then she'll just turn and watch the thing, but she's going to sneak and take her hand.
Okay.
Not very good sneaking.
Meanwhile, outside, we'll say there's a nice little backyard here, with some of the money that Leo sent home with the work that Triv has done. They were able to afford a pretty decent place here compared to what they had in Rex and Trim, so there's a little bit of a backyard. Leander draws his Foamir, which is currently black. I don't know if yours is also in black mode or in radiant mode or not. He turns. All right, so...
Do you have a magic cloak too?
I do not.
Okay,
Wait.
Hermia takes hers off. No magic, only swordplay.
Yeah, he doesn't quite have one. All right then. Is it what the first to hit the other? Preferably no cuts with these. If yours works anything like mine, I'd like my soul to stay in my body.
How did we usually do it, Roz?
We usually use practice swords, but
All right. How about first two land 3 hits? Well, actually no, because we both hit like. Do you hit 2 times? Is he like me or not like me?
He is like you, yes.
Okay. So, first person to land 5 hits.
All right. Go ahead and roll your initiative.
Yuffie's helping. Excuse me. Okay. I got an 18.
He got a 19. So as you're discussing the rules, he goes, all right then, let's go, and rushes you, and will take his 2 attacks. Fuck, Leander, you dumbass. Pretty sure that's a big ol' miss. Does a 15 hit?
Miss.
All right, and the second one was a natural 1, so as you sidestep the first one and he tries to swing back around towards you, you put one of your feet out to try and trip him up, and he stumbles over it. Go ahead and take your 2 attacks. The first one is at advantage.
Okay. First one is it's been a while. Is a 22.
All right, yep. So with that, as he kind of stumbles past, you bop him on the shoulder.
And then the second one is a 23.
Yep, you bop him on the shoulder, and as he turns around to try and parry the next blow, you manage to get him on the thigh, and he's kind of steps away. He's like, all right, it's been a minute. I'm warmed up now. All right.
Okay.
And he takes his position up, and 24 will hit. Does a 18 hit?
Meets.
Meets.
So I guess
Okay.
hits.
Yep. So he comes at you this time and tricks you with a feint attack that kind of puts you off balance a little bit and hits you on your thigh. And as you're a little bit slow to parry that one, he gets you on the shoulder as well. Go ahead and make your 2 attacks. 2 to 2.
That is, it's over 30.
Yep, that'll hit. And your second one?
And 25.
All right, so yep, both of them hit again, as this time you use the same moves on him that he just used on you, but with a little bit more refinement and precision. Boy, you're going to have to miss twice in order for him to... Well, unless he gets a nat 20, then that'll count as 2 successes. But I don't know that's going to happen. I'm not rolling real well. So next round... he does get you with both of them again. This time, both of you sort of clash blades a few times, throw a few sort of parries back and forth, and he is able to throw you a bit off balance and gets 2 quick slaps in on your shoulder and on the side of your head.
Okay.
Right, yeah, that would be 4 for him. So you go ahead and take your round as he goes back on the defensive. You only need 1.
It's 19 and a 7, so one of them
Yep.
hits.
So yeah, you're able to land the last blow. Having watched them most of this time, Roz, they're pretty, as far as like their their form, their techniques go, they're pretty evenly matched. Like you can tell that wherever it is that they train, despite being in, different timelines, it must have been the same place. And given the little bit of information that Leander has given you about what he's been doing in his timeline, honestly, the difference is probably you and the second chances and what Hermia's been doing. If they would have swapped, if it would have been Hermia coming from a different timeline and Leander who was traveling with all of you, he probably would have had the edge. But he knows how to use a blade.
How confident was he?
Make an insight check.
Okay. Oops. Fuck. No, you don't play with that. Okay. Insight. 18.
With an 18, I think at the beginning, and maybe this explains his sort of false start. There was a bit of anxiety and apprehension, but once the two of you really got into it and were focused on what you were doing, he was pretty confident. And now that it's kind of over again, you can see that there's a little bit of not shame or embarrassment necessarily, but you can tell that there's a little bit of he wish, maybe a yearning to have wanted to impress everybody a bit more. So the confidence kind of has drained a little bit now, but I mean, he does have skill with it. He knows what he's doing.
I don't know if you know, because I don't know if I know.
Mhm.
So I guess it'll be up to your interpretation. But how different is his fighting compared to the Leander from this world?
I think that you see in him, and I'll leave this up to you, how much of what Hermia remembers is true and how much of it is painted by her own bias for her brother. But he kind of reminds you of maybe a younger version, doesn't have maybe as much experience. According to him, his Hermia is better than him, but lacks confidence. So he just seems like a little bit less experienced, maybe a little bit less confident version of your brother, but you can still see that who you remember your brother being is still in this version.
Okay. Hermia will smile at him, and I was like, "Guess we're pretty evenly matched."
I will practice then. I suppose
What? You
while
don't
you're
have to
gone.
automatically try to be better than me.
Oh, no, well, he just doesn't know what to say. He's at a loss for words. Just okay, all right. Well, I'm not gonna not practice. I don't want to get worse, so I guess I'll try to stay just enough so that you can be better.
Wrong answer. You're supposed to be you better not fall behind or something like that.
Okay, you better not.
No, you missed it. Zana, teach him his trash talk.
Zana just kind of shrugs. I don't do trash talk.
I
See?
was gonna say, that seems like a Roz thing.
Ross is not feeling good.
No, she's like, I got this. No, listen, Leander, you come here. I'm gonna teach you how to talk mad shit on your opponent.
All right.
Does he take out a notebook too, like Hermia used to
Nope.
do?
He doesn't. He comes up to you though.
I'm not actually gonna take him through how to talk shit.
Oh, so he just walks up. You just
No. Like Roswell, I'm not going.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, you
He has
give
a plus
him.
one to trash talking now.
Yep. You
Really?
you give him a few pointers, and as you kind of wrap up, he goes, "So you learned all of this before or after you lost your arm?"
God.
She looks at him and nods. I don't need my arm
Trash
to kick
talk,
your ass.
right? That's.
Yeah.
Oh, oh, I'm sorry. Okay, you talk the trash. You don't receive the trash talk. Well, is that the difference?
She just laughs. I like you.
All right, don't get my sister killed.
She's usually the one protecting me these days.
All right. So, with that, was there anything else that anyone wanted to do?
Can we say we got the diamonds already?
Yes.
For
How
when
many
we went
diamonds?
shopping?
Yeah, absolutely. Yep. However many diamonds
How many did we get?
I don't remember.
Oh, we have
Wait, we've been
seven,
dying lately. We better get a bunch.
we have 7,500 not grams.
We got
Grams of
700
diamonds.
I feel like you bought them last time then, because I don't
We
feel like
did,
you
we
had
did.
7 before. So.
I forgot to update the number before the word diamond, but the ones in parentheses. We have 7 500 gold ones, a 200, and a 150. So we have 7 500 gold, which is the important part.
You got it. Yeah. So sure. Corey, you find Zealous at some point. Is this just at Leo's sister's place? Did you guys want to go out like for a walk somewhere? You have all of Zadash to, for the day if you'd like to, if you wanted to visit the topiary that was created in memory of Corey.
We also have 7 potion of watchful rests.
But yeah, go ahead. Take it away. Are you talking?
Because we can't hear you.
Apparently, yes. Hello?
Hello.
There we
Hello.
go.
Oh, yeah.
Where would I find you, Zealous?
When were you looking for me?
Is this like midday by now?
At whatever point you'd like it to, y'all will be leaving probably around nighttime, so
In the morning.
in the morning, okay?
Okay, then you would find Zealous still at the breakfast table, munching on some toast that he got from Zana.
Wait, he's eating it?
Dry toast.
Corey kind of points and is that it? Is that what you traded for?
No. I got this from Zana. She just gave it to me.
Oh. Sorry. I just
No, it's okay. Zealous takes a bite out of it.
Papa squat.
You watch as he opens a mouth that he's never had before and bites off a piece of the toast.
What is it like? Is it like a human mouth, or is it like a robot mouth?
Do you want to describe how your mouth manifests when you eat? Because he doesn't have to use it when they talk.
Is he a Canadian?
I mean, comically, that's how I picture Zealous eating. He's just like, ah.
Like a Pac-Man.
But I just assume that just like a mouth sans lips would just like kind of opens up from Zealous's
Do I see a tongue?
headspace.
Yeah, does it have like
hey,
teeth
hey,
and a tongue?
hey! We're not stealing jokes here. No meat tongue jokes here.
I'm
all right.
not. It's
No,
not.
I'm
No,
genuinely-
I think it's definitely more like just robotic. Like the evolutionary functions aren't necessarily there in the same way they are for most animals. So I think you see
It's a clockwork tongue.
a mouth-sized
There's gears on it.
sort of thing that just kind of like opens down. He's able to put it in, and when it closes, it pinches off the piece of the food.
Shit.
And what happens inside is anyone's guess, but it's enough that he can taste.
Wait, does he poop?
Zealous, Oh my god, don't do that. You know, you didn't say sarcasm or deception or anything, so you know I take everything that you say very literally. Holy crap, that's great. Was that for the finger?
Yeah, and yes, in some words, yes.
Insight check.
Make an insight check. I don't think there's anything else, was there?
No, that's it.
Yeah.
Just the way he said it in some words. What does that mean?
I think that was just Chris being like, do I want to try and be clever? I don't know how to say this in a clever
Yeah.
way. So,
23.
it as far as you can gather, he. Do you want to add something yourself?
Yeah. You can kind of gather there's a small, noticeable hint of a little bit of embarrassment. Maybe a tiny bit of shame as well. Guilt.
Hey, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make a big fuss about it. I'm happy for you. I was excited. Is everything okay?
No, it is fine. I just decided that I would do something selfish for myself. And then Zana gave up something to be more useful for the whole group, and that made me question whether or not I was too selfish in my request.
But look, what you're asking for and what you gave up, I mean, everyone said it. It's great that we all shared and stuff, but it's really not each other's business. And what you chose to give and get, that was your decision. And that doesn't make you any less of a member or make me think that you don't care or are willing to sacrifice for our cause. You've done that a lot, bud, and I think it's great. You and I, we can go drink. Can you get drunk?
I don't know. I haven't tried.
Music's fucking up.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Okay. Let's okay, we're going to the tavern. Let's go. Mimosas. Let's go.
Okay.
Oh, so Corey and Zealous in the morning before noon are going to the tavern to drink.
Hey,
Well,
drinking.
you get mimosas.
I'm gonna
I
turn
suppose
into.
that's fair.
I'm gonna turn into a some human-looking adult commoner NPC, just so I don't have to deal with the ID checks.
Sure.
Just like an old man.
Corey with a 5 on deception check. Oh, I'm a mysterious old man.
Just a normal-looking commoner.
I know the old ways.
All right, so you want to go and test whether or not Zealous can get drunk. All right.
Well, if we're all about to die anyway.
I assume are you taking are you drinking Lucky Kieran's? Is where you probably want to start out with?
Yeah, probably start out with.
Oh, right.
And
Sorry.
then
You
we're gonna
you mentioned mimosas. Okay.
mimosas, and then we're gonna try just a little. If they do like little liquor sample tastings, like
Okay.
like
You
a
guys
little-
find yourself
Yeah.
a little craft brewery
shots.
here
Had to
in
get flights.
Zadash called Little Trostenwald. So you start with your mimosas. Why don't you both go ahead and make Constitution saving throws for me, please?
Given the rivalry, I can't imagine Little Trostenwald's very popular.
That's all field that you're thinking.
Oh,
of.
sorry, you're right. That's
All
all
field,
field. Yeah,
yeah,
you're right.
yeah,
You're right.
yeah.
You're right.
I
Got
got
a
it mixed up too.
15.
Okay.
23.
23. They're delicious, Zealous. You're not sure if you feel anything after the first one or not, and we all know how dangerous mimosas can be, so I'm sure you both have a second. Go ahead and make another Constitution saving throw, please.
Oh gosh, 16.
27.
Yeah, you're both doing fine.
Stop it, Zealous.
Corey, you kind of thinking to yourself, like, all right, mimosas are, a lightweights game. Let's bust out the Lucky Kieran now. Lucky Kieran, super, super sweet. You can kind of taste a little bit of, like, the like bitterness of some of the harder alcohols in it, like, in like the aftertaste a little bit. But both of you go ahead and make another Constitution saving throw for me.
24.
20.
Lucky Kierans are great. Do you guys do 2 of those, or do you think just the one before the flights?
Is Corey feeling anything?
A little buzz. Like, you're having a good time.
Okay, the one time I actually want to get drunk, it's not working. Okay, well, one more. Come on, let's do this up.
Yeah, you do another Lucky Kieran as your flights are coming. So go ahead, both make a Constitution saving throw for me again.
Can I choose to fail?
You can always choose to
I
fail.
mean, look, the DC is getting higher and higher, and when it hits, it's gonna hit.
Oh, okay.
So.
Okay, fine. 22.
All right, and then the flights come. So go ahead, and I want you both to give me 4 more Constitution saving throws as you go through these flights.
Oh my god.
The hag has given you a mouth and also alcoholism.
Uh-oh.
All right. Do we just say it in a row, or do we just say
Go-
like a DC set?
Go ahead and let me know what you what you got.
First one was a 22.
Okay.
Second one was a 21.
Okay.
Second was a 25.
Dang. And your last
The last one was a 12.
Okay.
I sense a white girl spiral coming here.
As you are finishing up the last of that flight, and you're like, all right, this is probably enough. We gotta get back. We didn't even tell anybody where we were going. We just left. You've been gone for about 2 hours at this point, so you pay the bill, which is 30 gold.
It's on me. Don't Zealous slap the hand.
Yep.
I got it.
And you start to feel it. Like, things are starting to kind of spin a little bit for you, Corey. And like when you stand up, that's when you do like the whoa, like you kind of have to like steady yourself on the table, and you start to feel the lightness rush to your head. You start to feel a little bit heavy sort of in the stomach, and you're like, oh no, here it is. Zealous, you don't feel anything. You
No?
tasted every single thing. Like every single thing you tried, you tasted it. Like it was a torrent of different like flavors and sensations, and you see as the the high, the tipsiness, the drunkenness starts to wash over Kieran or Corey as she starts to sort of stumble towards the door and realizes she doesn't have balance. You have to help her. You can't get drunk.
That's fine.
Oh, I don't know. I wasn't sure if that was going to be something that, part of the human condition you've seen a lot of, that maybe it's just another reminder that you are different, that you're not one of them.
Maybe we need to go back to the Prism Sage and say she didn't fulfill her deal.
Or maybe it's a reminder that you're better than us.
Maybe.
More importantly.
Depending on how you take it, but if there is anything within those feelings that's sad and negative, the Prism Sage smiles. As you were given what you wanted.
What a bitch.
But there's always a price.
Pinky.
Corey, you have disadvantage on all your checks until you sober up a little bit. It hits you hard.
Wicked. That awesome, right? You're feeling it too, Zealous buddy? Old pal of mine?
Deception. Yes, very much.
Oh man, don't. Why?
You might be drunk enough for that to work, Corey.
Oh gosh. Okay.
You two eventually stumble back towards Helesna's. Everyone hears it. Corey is smashed.
Guys!
Yeah?
Oh my god.
Zealous got a mouth on him.
Zealous has
Wait.
a what on him?
Yeah.
What is this? What I need? Are you talking literally, figuratively, metaphorically?
I mean, robotically. I mean, yeah. Synthetically. I mean, look. And I just grab whatever food I see and just smash it on his face.
Do you open your mouth, Zealous?
It just smashes on Zealous's head.
Corey,
But-
how much did you drink?
No, come on. Just open up for Corey. Come on.
Does he
Show
have
them
a
pearly
mouth on the
whites.
top of his head? What?
This
No,
is like
no.
this is like a whole bear man again, isn't it?
No, that
it's
was
not.
real.
Every time
It
you
was
real.
real.
You guys always say. Corey starts crying. Every time I try to tell you something and I'm being truthful, it's when you don't believe.
Zealous, can you eat things?
Yes.
Is that what you gave your pinky up for?
Yes.
Now it makes sense. Well, what's your favorite food so far?
Zealous holds up a piece of toast.
All right.
Really?
Well, starting from the bottom, we can only work our way up from here.
Need to broaden horizons, I see.
I also
You
enjoy
put
Lucky
butter on
Kieran's.
Oh.
Wait, what? I didn't hear what Zealous said.
I also enjoy Lucky Kieran's.
Oh, yeah.
As Ross
Okay,
flashes between Corey.
yeah.
Ah, now
We-
it's coming together.
So
we gotta go back and tell that hag bitch that she didn't fulfill her end of the deal.
Well, what did you ask for? Just to be able to taste
and swallow.
and swallow?
asked-
assume?
I asked for the ability to eat with my family when they also eat.
Well,
No, I would
there's
argue she
nothing in there
delivered that.
about
He
getting
did.
drunk.
Yeah. Nothing. Yeah.
I wanna get drunk with Zealous.
You did.
You did get
Did
busy.
you drunk with Zealous?
want
Mission
us
accomplished.
both. I want both.
Okay, but what's Zealous gonna do differently while drunk that he doesn't already do while sober?
Yeah, that's a terrifying
Think of
thought,
the
actually.
Shenanigans we would get up to.
You already do that.
shenanigans.
You two started an underground familiar fighting club.
I know,
Okay,
and
that was also me, and I was unfortunately
That was
sober.
a long time ago. That's like 2 years ago. Okay.
I know, but
2 months ago.
but you were sober when you did it.
Yeah.
So we
think.
should do it when we are not sober?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's
No.
start another one. Let's just keep expanding so that once we
Another
save the
one.
world,
No.
we have some side income coming in, and then we're set.
Let's not, and let's just take the day to relax.
Leander pulls you aside, Hermia.
Yeah.
What if you didn't go to the far realm with them?
What do you
Hear
mean
me
if
out
I
on this.
didn't go?
What if they went to the far realm?
You stayed.
I just
So
you know, from what I've seen so far, some of them just don't inspire the confidence you seem to have in them. It's not even noon. I know she's Fae and like royalty or something, but it's not even noon and she's crying over toast.
I mean, usually I'm the one that's crying, to be fair.
Does Corey hear that?
Make a perception check at disadvantage.
You're drunk.
I will definitely inspo if it's terrible. Okay. I'll spend that inspo.
Why?
For a 12.
So he apparently wasn't super quiet about it. He rolled a 6 + 2. So, yeah, you hear this. You the part that you hear is it's not even noon yet. Look at her.
Hey, Chad, I like you, okay? And I respect you, and I'm really happy for you and Hermia. But you best put respect on my royal name, cause guess what? Look at this shit, and I cast Flock of Familiars, and
God.
my
Not in the house.
my new cards just flurry out and create these origami like creatures. An owl flies out, a cat jumps out, and then an octopus just like swoops onto the floor.
An
Leo's
octopus.
face, do they?
So
No, they
as you do that, and all of your cards begin to come to life, he counterspells it, and they all fall to the ground as cards. And he goes, "I'll put respect on your name when you remember mine."
You can fly.
Hey.
He doesn't like. Okay.
Whoa,
Okay.
them's fighting words, sir.
Hey, we're not fighting today.
Hermia,
Not-
Ooh,
permission
oh,
to
sorry.
punch. Roz, permission to punch a nose.
No,
You are drunk,
Yeah.
Corey.
no.
And Leander. I mean, you just met her, so you don't know what she's like.
She called me
I'd rather
Chad.
her-
I don't even know what that means.
No long story, but
Yeah,
I'd
you
rather
wouldn't.
she
It's a term
be.
of, it's a
I'd
term
rather
of
she be-
endearment.
I'd rather she be goofy and crazy here and be serious in the far realm.
I
The opposite.
am just expressing my concerns. The Far Realm is not going to be a fun place for you.
Wait, why isn't Leander coming?
He's a baby.
He's
That's
gonna be
why.
He's gonna be helping us with returning.
No, he's a big baby. That's
Corey,
why.
I'm gonna swing an arm around her shoulders and go, Corey. Let's maybe not make certain decisions while we've been drinking, okay?
I know.
Okay.
You
Why don't
smell
you
so
show me?
nice, Maeve.
Why don't you show me more about your cards? Yeah.
I can't. He killed them. Look
Well,
at
why-
my children.
Why don't you show me some
Their
card
blood
tricks?
and guts on the floor.
Okay, that disappeared because it's magic.
This
Why don't you
is-
show
this
me some
is-
card tricks?
This is why we don't drink during the day.
This is why we're
Corey,
drinking
do you
before we go
wanna
to a
do you wanna
television.
pick your cards up and try to show Maeve a card trick?
Hermia will put her arm around Leander and be like, if you counterspell again, I'm gonna hit you.
I don't think she's worth wasting a second 5th level spell slot.
All right. You know what? Guess what? I'm gonna
All right.
cast. I'm casting. What
Oh,
am I
God.
casting?
Oh god, I just wanted to see a
I'm
card trick.
casting Arms of Hadar.
What is that?
He'll counterspell it again.
I counterspell.
I counterspell your counterspell that you counterspelled. Enough! Not in someone else's home.
Yeah,
right outside.
Halesna slams the pan down that like silences everyone. She goes, "Yes, there will be no more spell casting in my home, or you can find yourself on the street." And that goes for you too, Leo. Keep your friends in check.
My apologies for
Leo
our
was just
disruption.
watching this eating
Sorry, Halesna.
All right, Corey, how about we start with some simple card tricks since we're inside a house?
You want
Corey starts to tear up.
to try
It's
and do it?
okay.
You want to try and do a card trick, Corey?
I want to see a card trick.
I can't anymore.
Did you
What do you
use
mean?
all your spell slots?
What do you mean you can't?
I just start picking them up and try to do like my cool like flourishes and like shuffling,
Yep,
and it just
make
looks
a-
very clumsy.
Make a performance check at triple disadvantage.
I
Wait,
forgot that's what you traded to the hag, your ability to do card tricks.
I forgot about that too. That is
Yep.
my bad.
Roll 3d20 and let me know what the lowest is.
Genuinely forgot.
Yeah. Okay.
Shit,
Look,
I feel like
my
an
plus
asshole.
10, it's still 14.
Okay. I'm also going to put on some secret modifiers. So you watch as Corey starts to like gather up all the cards off of the ground, and you can tell she's holding something back, some sort of emotion she's trying to keep in. And then
Yeah.
as she goes to kind of do that card flourish that she's known for and has done a million times. You watch as it looks more like 52 card pickup, and they just kind of fly everywhere and then clatter to the floor.
I gave it up.
I walk over to Corey.
Gave
and
it up?
I pat her. I pat him on the shoulder, and I'm like, "You can do this. Try again." And I'm going to use the Wild Mother's Heart to give Corey 6 spell slots.
What?
So you have 6 points worth, or 6 levels worth that you can replenish, essentially.
What kind of stability is that?
So that could be like 3 second levels. It could be 6 first levels. I don't know what spell levels you used for your things, but you have 6 levels worth that you can
That
replenish.
ability's so fucking good.
Yeah.
What?
Do you not remember when Zealous used that during the fight with Granny Autumn to give Rosalind back her big smite slots?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was
I
dumb.
may have forgotten.
I
Well,
should
it's
have.
not
I
dumb.
should. I should have added something to it, like this process takes 10 minutes to do.
Why would you do that?
Ay. I love it.
Ooh, Zealous. Man, that's okay.
I'm
Let's
sorry,
try.
Corey. I didn't realize you gave that up. That was insensitive
It's
of me.
fine. It's fine. It's for the world and for you guys. And I'm just a normie card player now.
I feel kind of guilty now. I think I'm the only one who didn't actually make a deal.
Amidst the chaos of this, can Roz slip out?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Give me a stealth check. I'm not going to make you do it at disadvantage, unless you would. I don't think you'd necessarily be in your armor just hanging out here in the morning
My
still,
armor's
would you?
mithril anyway.
Oh, fair. Yeah. So yeah, just go ahead and give me a stealth check. And we'll just put it against people's passive.
19.
So anyone who has 19 or higher passive, you notice. It's up to you if you say anything or not.
I do, but I don't say anything.
Zealous waves to Raz as she exits.
I'll just say in her head instead, please don't get drunk.
No worries.
That's all.
I'm gonna say no
Zealous-
promise.
Zealous says.
I think
Zealous-
Corey has drank enough for all of us today.
Agreed.
Zealous says in Raz's head, "Bring me back a mimosa."
Oh my
Oh God.
God.
If they have
Poor Roz.
if they
I'm
have
sorry.
mimosas at the Zadash fighting pit, I will get a like a souvenir glass mimosa that's frozen to bring back for.
Oh, like the
for
twisty
Zealous.
one?
Yeah.
Nice.
Sure. Yeah, you're able to find one of those. They're doing a weird special. It's the hold on. It's the 10-year anniversary of the Mighty Nine winning in the fight pit. So they have
Cool.
special Mighty Nine
Collective
celebratory
cup?
collective
Collector's cup?
cups. Yeah.
Hell yeah. But she's going to look for Byron if he's there.
Yeah. So as you get there, you kind of, walking around inside. It's earlier in the day where they're not necessarily having, tournaments and stuff like that. But you didn't really have a chance the last time you were here to look around a whole lot in some of the sort of spectator areas. But you actually find that they have a kind of, I guess leaderboards for lack of better terms, of people who have recently had particular sorts of performances. They have a monster melee, and there are some sort of notable names of people who either lasted the longest, defeated impressive, things. And you see that the second chances are actually on there. They're about second from the bottom now, and it lists the things that you fought and like how long it was, and you see that Byron is on there with a few other names that you don't recognize a couple times. And as you're checking it out, you hear a voice from behind you that says, "Give me a few more weeks and we'll have knocked you off there completely."
I expect you will. She says and turns and looks at him.
What is this? You needed to get enhancements for the next time? As you turn, you can see he's been through quite a bit too. He has a lot of new scars that he did not have before.
We were chasing down some bandits, and one of them had these 4 big robot arms, and he relieved me of one of my arms.
Oh, he didn't have enough?
No, apparently not. No, he decided I look better with one.
All right. Well, I guess I'm going to have to look for a similar upgrade if we're to remain on even grounds.
You've already beaten me twice.
You were holding back.
That's true. But that was my own dumb decision. Still counts on the record. Actually, that's why I wanted to come find you. I'm sorry. I was going through a lot of stupid shit, and I shouldn't have wasted your time like that. I'm sorry.
Oh. Okay. I was going to say, I beat you up, so if anyone should be apologizing, it probably should have been mine. If it wasn't for you, though, I would probably still just be relishing in apathy and laziness as the King of the Ring back in Eurosa. Now I'm...
that place was a shithole.
Yeah. Definitely a step up being 4th from the top in the monster melee here in Zadash's victory pit. So, no, Rosalind, I will not accept your apology. You will instead accept my thanks for opening my eyes to something greater.
No, it's... Well, if we get to have a third go, I promise you'll get my best from the word go.
You know, they do combatant tournaments in here sometime as well. So maybe the next time that happens, you can meet me at the top.
Well, if I survive my trip to the Far Realm, I'll think about it.
Like Teldore?
No, the Far Realm.
Drusar?
Further than that.
I mean, technically, is Silra further? Because if you go the other way, it's shorter, I think.
I think this is where they keep a god called the Crawling King. That's what they were saying.
He, almost, reaches out and, don't can talk about betrayer gods just out in the open like that. It's like, okay, you do your crazy hero thing. Apparently losing one arm wasn't enough. Tell you what, if you don't come back, I'll dedicate the next one to you.
You know what? It shouldn't, but somehow that does make me feel better. I've never been afraid to die before, and I think I am now. Kind of weird.
Well, I think the way you were before was the not normal way. Fear is...
Yeah.
You know, fear protects you. It keeps you from... looks at your arm, mostly doing dumb shit.
Right now, it just makes me want to go home.
It's not a bad feeling either.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I've got drunk idiots I have to protect, so, you know.
Just one is drunk. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. Where do you call home? You know, afterwards, maybe you can, take some time and go and visit.
Maybe.
I don't plan on
Little
going
town.
home anytime soon.
Where are you from?
Eurosa.
Oh. She gives a nod. That's rough, buddy.
Yeah.
I'm from a huge city. It's called Vano. It's about the size of Rexentrum, maybe a little bigger.
I can't say that I'm familiar, but...
I'd be surprised if you were. But, it's by every definition you can imagine a horrible place. And yet...
So Eurosa, but bigger.
Yeah, kind of. It's not terrible comparison. But, still home.
Well, make time to visit then. If
I will.
If you survive.
Yeah, well, it's pretty long odds of that, but we'll see.
All right, he gives you a hearty pat on the shoulder.
Yep.
The metal
do,
one.
they do.
And kind of like feels it a little bit.
You can feel it. Check it out. Check it out. I
does.
can't actually feel with it. It's cool.
That's weird.
Yes, it is.
and you know, he kind of like checks it out because like it also like mimics in some places like musculature. So like yeah, it's weird.
Yeah. You want to arm wrestle?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, you do.
All right, you guys just kind of sit down, you know, just there on like the, you know, one of the benches. All right, give me an athletics check. He's still a big dude.
He is still a big dude. That's fair.
Ooh.
Oh, it was almost a 17. 15.
All right. There, right as it starts off, I don't think you necessarily underestimate him just because you have a metal arm.
Yeah.
But there's a little bit of like sort of that dead standoff as the two of you start, but then pretty quickly it starts leaning his way, and he kind of looks at you like, you want to go easy on me, right?
Next roll.
Yeah. Well, you know, we'll do a few more. Yeah. As he starts like sort of definitely have like the upper hand here.
I'll inspo this one.
Remember, as a big dude too, like his arm is like twice the size of yours.
It's the first time you spent inspo in like 6 months.
Look, this is a pointless and meaningless endeavor, so of course I'm spending inspo on it.
What's that?
26.
Okay. Goes kind of back up to the middle. He's like, all right, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. You don't hold back. Give me one more.
$25.
He slams your arm down with a natural
did he
20.
nat 20?
Yeah.
Nice.
All right. Well, good to know that, you know, that's not just all an arm. That's still you.
Oh, yeah. It still gets sore when I'm tired, and it still is sore right now.
All right.
Ow.
Well, I'm going to pretend like it's more when I tell people that I beat a lady with a metal arm in an arm wrestling contest.
You should probably not say it like that, but yeah, okay. Just say you beat someone with a metal arm.
Yep. All right. Fair enough.
There you go. And she punches him in the shoulder before taking off.
Make an attack roll to see how hard it is.
Unarmed strike. 17 to hit.
He waits till you're gone before he kind of does like the...
Oh, that didn't used to hurt when she would do that.
All right. Is there anything else as night arrives and you all get ready to head off to see the Prism Sage again? All right. Then night comes as you all regather at Leo's place, or sorry, at Helesna's place. Say your goodbyes to whoever you need to say your goodbyes to. Leander kind of takes you aside again, Hermia. Kind of puts his hands on your shoulders and just kind of stares at you for a second. You know, you had only been missing for, gosh, I think like 6-7 months, but it feels like I haven't seen you in forever. And I really need you to make sure that you come back.
Don't worry, I will.
And he pulls you into a hug and squeezes you, and you know this isn't your Leander, but damn if it doesn't feel like it.
Hermia, like, briefly, like, in her head to, like, even though Prism Sage in no way can hear her.
She's
be,
not
like,
spying on you through,
you know,
like, each other, but...
Not like
it's
me
like,
spying
it's
on
like,
me.
I was like, I was like, here's that guilt that you
Mhm.
freaking wanted.
Yep, she might not know exactly what's happening, but she can at least feel a little bit of it.
Hermia, like, nods towards Triv if she's around.
She is.
Hey, look after him for me, okay?
Yeah. Yep, sure. I have a few jobs I guess I can bring him along on that'll be easier with a second hand. I'm Not paying him, though.
I feel like that's fair.
All right. Helesna comes up to you, Leo, and puts them down in front of you and goes, I need you to sign this.
Can I read it first?
I suppose if you want to.
What the hell?
I'll read a little bit of it. What is it?
Yep. It essentially amounts to like adventurer life insurance.
I thought so.
Well, the premiums on that have to be wild.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So if you die, this just means we'll get a little bit of something out of it, at least enough to think about paying for a funeral for you. But according to Triv, we'll just light a torch in your honor or something.
Did you burn? Oh wait, if our
What are
bodies
the-
don't make it back, like
What are the premiums on a adventurer going to the far realm?
Maybe we don't mention that part.
Triv goes, well, they don't know that
What if I
they
already
don't
died
know
once?
they don't know that you're going to the far realm, and let's just say there's a little bit of a deal through the gentleman.
I want a Viking funeral.
I think going to the far realm is like having a pre-existing condition.
Yeah, insanity.
Yeah. Exactly.
We should have find a corpse and cash this in.
We're not trying to defraud anyone. Just don't die
Yeah, don't defraud the gentleman.
while you're out there.
That sounds like a
Crazy.
bad idea.
Fine, and I'll sign it. How much does this cost me a month?
Don't worry about that. But she gives you a hug, tells you to be safe.
I won't die.
Again.
And with that, you all head off to the nearest tree so that Zealous can transport via plants you. I always want to say tree stride.
I know it's like it makes sense. It's just like you all head off to the nearest tree. I just love the picture of like the group of us be like, all right, where's the nearest tree?
I mean,
We're,
there's
leaving on this
There's
big
just
quest.
a dog
There's-
next to
Skinny.
it.
There's
You can't walk through
definitely
this one.
there's
Can't
definitely
invite people.
trees in Zadash. It'd be a little bit harder in Rexentrum. You'd have to specifically find like a park.
Yeah.
But there's definitely like trees here and there in Zadash that you can find. There's definitely like some neighborhood kids that like see all of you clearly like adventurers of some kind, like kind of walking up to a tree. They all kind of stop like, what the heck's going on? And then the tree like cracks and opens up, and you all boom 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 through it. And they're like, holy shit, nobody's gonna believe what we just saw.
I feel like there's the moment as soon as we get through the portal and being back in like the Hag's Forest and like, oh yeah, right,
Yep.
this place.
Speaking
Place.
of which,
Mm.
We didn't have to come here.
Yeah, but she's going
Ye-
to transport us to the far realm.
We didn't
Guys-
have to come back.
are indeed back just outside of the Hag's Hovel. It seems to be nighttime here. It was, we'll say, sun was setting as you were leaving Zadash, but pitch black darkness here in the Hag's Hovel.
Seems to always be pitch black darkness here.
Odd, isn't it?
Yeah, crazy.
You don't see her around.
Is there door there? Is there a house here?
Her house is there. Her door is closed. Yep.
I love the idea that the house.
She's
left,
just
like,
gone.
She just fucked off somewhere else. Like,
Come
Is
on.
what
Dragon
a
Turtle
bitch.
still there?
I'm going
I
to
mean,
go up.
if it's Baba Yaga, her house could just up and move.
yeah.
And you guys have to wait, and you still have to stay the night here before you can get a 6th level spell back. Well, I
Yeah.
guess somebody could teleport circle, but I love the fact that she just makes you sleep here in the fucking creepy forest all night.
I know.
Uh,
I'll go up to the door and knock.
mhm.
Does she not have a secretary?
Welcome back. And you look up and see these 2 yellow glowing orbs up on top of the house shine through, and then the rest of her form shimmers and appears as she just seems to be perched up there.
Like a bat or like a bird? Is she upside down or right?
No,
down?
like a gargoyle. She's like up on top of her hut.
Oh.
We're, in the morning, after we have rested once more, we will be ready to be transported. But we need to ask once more for a safe night. What What can I give up for that?
What do you have that you're willing to?
What did we give up last time? Oh, we were willing to talk to her.
Yep, two of you promised to at least talk to her that night. Mm-hmm.
I mean, what level of promise is she gonna accept here? I'm gonna be stressed out all night. Does that work?
You can have the stress that we feel about going to the far
Yeah.
realm. Probably not terrible.
Oh.
My offer's still on the table.
That's a sex offer.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's
Um,
gross.
You could always risk the night without my protection if you have nothing substantial to give.
You've got diamonds.
No.
We can't give away all of our diamonds.
I'm just trying to think of what I could give up right now that would be worth this. Sorry. I should have thought this beforehand. Okay. So it can't be that I'm gonna be stressed all night. I can't reach Kaylin, so I can't do anything about that. Anybody have any ideas? I'm sorry.
I gotta talk to my dad about a lifetime's worth of talking shit about his god. That's gonna be an uncomfortable and unpleasant conversation. You want in on that?
No, that's paltry. How about you show me those diamonds and let me look at one of them?
Why?
I'll let
Can I
you
eat
keep
'em?
it.
To poison it. Can't risk that. That sounds very risky. What are you going to do to a diamond?
Take a look at it.
Zealous takes out his 200 gold diamond and lets her take a look at it.
No, not that one.
Why?
You just said one of our diamonds.
Yeah.
Specify which
One
one.
of the expensive ones.
Okay, you can't change the deal after we already.
We
gave
didn't
you what you
make
wanted.
the deal.
God damn it, Zealous.
What is the effect of you looking at a diamond?
Could vary.
Such as?
Could be helpful. Could be not.
Roz will take out her diamond. She's got a 500 gold diamond. Toss it up.
Mhm. She grabs it. Looks it over. It's an odd thing that this is the component needed to bring someone back from the dead, isn't it? I've always found it strange the monetary value placed upon it when supply and demand can change things like that.
Yeah, we had to talk about that at one point, actually.
What is a life worth?
She looks around at each of you. You're missing one.
Missing one.
Where did your other half go already?
We decided the far realm might not be the safest place for him while he's getting his sea legs, so to speak.
The far realm isn't the safest place for anyone.
You don't say.
He just got here. We left the decision up between Hermie and him.
Why are you risking your lives?
Could be fun.
No.
Oh, it could be.
No, none of you have any love for the Grove. So why?
We have love for Maeve.
But she doesn't have any love for her people either.
That's not true.
Stop that.
Isn't
You like to make these feelings sound so simple.
Are they not?
No.
No.
You don't ever plan to go back once this is done?
Coming back to visit, of course. Why do you ask?
Curiosity. She tosses the diamond back to you, Roz.
Keep it.
Really?
I have no use for it.
She catches it, puts it in her pack.
And what has been done to it?
Mm-mm.
Nothing.
Do we have your protection?
You'll find out.
Great.
She crawls down and opens the door. If anyone wants to visit for any reason, let me know. I'm
that
always
include
here to
me?
make a deal.
Does that include me?
She kind of scowls in your direction a little bit, doesn't answer, and heads inside.
Why does she
What do you
hate
want?
me?
Like another brother?
No, I just think she's cool to talk to. Okay, it's like this. All my childhood, I was taught, oh, hags are bad. Don't talk to hags. Now they actually get to talk to one. Like I want to do it because they told me it's a bad thing. Okay, it's weird. I know.
Why does she always have to get inside my head? I can't stand it.
It's okay to have complicated feelings about home, Maeve.
Yeah.
Look at it this way. Are we doing this to save those old pricks on the council? No, probably not. But there are some people, I presume, in your village that are worth helping, yes?
Of course.
There you go. That's who we're helping.
Sometimes I feel like I'm in a chess game with her, and no matter what I do, I'm still losing.
Sometimes you gotta flip the board.
She just likes complicated feelings. They taste good.
Yes.
You want me to break her nose?
No, don't break her nose. Then we'll definitely not be safe here.
By the way, who won? Zana asks to you, Hermia.
You weren't there?
No.
Oh. Oh, you showed up afterwards when I asked you to teach him how to trash talk. I did.
Cool. She holds her hand out to you, Leo.
Motherfucker. Remind me to punch your brother in the head.
Why
when we
didn't
get
you
back.
believe in me?
Because I was believing in your brother. Like no one else believed in him.
I did.
Oh, whoops. I almost gave Leander 20 gold. Where you at, Zana? There we go.
Rude.
Dang,
Next
Zana's
time-
loaded.
Next time you need
Yeah, she
me
is.
to like attempt to create like a new spell with cosmic magic, like don't come looking at me. Ask Mr.
But-
Black for help.
That's not the point, Herbie. I was just fine.
You know I was just kidding. Stop it. It's no fun if like you just give up. What is with everybody today?
So I assume that since you have the hag's protection, you're not going to do watches.
No, we're still doing
We're
Correct.
still doing watches.
All right.
Why would we not trust him?
I will just ask then, is there anyone who wanted to chat with anybody else in particular?
I feel like I should, but I don't know what to say, so I'll leave it
Nope.
to somebody else.
Yeah, that's fine.
Nope, I'm ready for the Far Realm.
I'm glad you are.
Zealous, you want to get drug effects
Drug effects.
from alcohol and drugs?
Okay.
No!
Give up another finger?
Corey wants.
Hey.
Corey has something she wants to do.
All right, actually, before that, Corey, if you don't mind, Roz does speak up.
Sure.
All right. So, in the morning, we're going to the Far Realm. None of us have the slightest idea what to actually expect there, so I'm going to lay down some ground rules. First and foremost, we are there for a purpose. It is to get a piece of the Crawling King's prison. That is all we are there for.
You can't even say that with a straight face.
That is all we are there for. Our goal is to move quickly, quietly, attempt to stealthily move if we can, find this thing and get out. I don't need to remind you all that if we die there, this world and every world that we know is dead. That's the responsibility we're carrying into this place, and that's what we're risking going in. So take it seriously. Be smart. Help one another. No heroics. We're all going in. We're all coming out. Understood?
Yes.
Hermia salutes.
I got an insurance policy, so it can go either way.
No! Bad attitude, Leo. No sacrificing yourself.
If we all get out of this alive, I'm really gonna owe a debt to each one of you. And I know you'll say about where your friends, it doesn't work like that. Yeah, I get
No,
that.
not at all. You definitely owe us big for this one.
Yeah. So I'm not sure how I'll ever be able to repay that, if anyhow. But just know that I realize the sacrifice.
Can we
you're all making.
choose how you repay it?
I want to
Let me
ride
know
Luster
first. You want to ride Luster?
when he gets big.
Yep, you got it.
I want you to come to Vino and let the orphans in the orphanage I grew up in ride Luster.
You got it.
I want you to join a play and perform on stage if we survive all of this.
I'm sorry,
Why?
what?
Yeah.
You heard me.
Sana wins.
All right, but I have to get through the audition first.
I feel like we have some connections at the
We've definitely got enough
the-
pull for this.
at the
right?
lavish chateau. We could definitely get you on stage somewhere
Oh yeah.
Have you
in
been secretly
Nicodranus.
talking to Kaylin? I haven't realized. Anyway. Sure, yep, yeah, sounds great. I'll be in a play. Y'all can laugh at my attempts at dramatics.
Wait,
We'll
if it's
applaud
at
you.
the lavish chateau, does that mean it's a dirty
I
play?
didn't say at the lavish chateau. I said we have connections there that could probably help us out with some nearby theaters, Hermia.
Oh, but you were thinking about it, though.
I don't need to think about that.
She can have a private show
Gross,
anyway.
Sana, gross. Gross, gross, gross.
No, it's not.
I do.
I've seen that body. It is not gross.
Ooh, I don't know how to feel about this. A lot of feelings.
Was there anything else that you wanted to add after all that, Roz?
No, though. She just wanted to make sure everyone's on the same page before we kind of get your head in the game moment.
Yep.
Yeah.
So Corey, you find some time to send a message to Faye.
Hey, baby girl. I feel like shit.
Fuck.
I just
You
wanna
just
tell
hear
you-
laughing coming from the other side.
I love that.
I had little outing with Zila, so I'm just feeling the consequences of it now. But so we just got back and we're already on another life or death mission, and I'm terrified, and I think the only thing that's keeping me going is that everything's gonna be okay after we save the world, and then you and I can hang out and not be apart anymore. So I just want to say that it might be radio silent. What's radio?
Sending stone silent.
For a few days or weeks. I don't know if time is funny over there too, but just know that as soon as I'm back, I'm gonna give you a call and tell you how terrible and scary and horrific it was.
Okay, well, I can use this thing to talk to your mom, right? So I guess if
Oh god.
enough time passes and there needs to be like a rescue party, they'll send someone, won't they?
I don't know if I want them to.
Music's fucking up bad.
Maybe. Maybe. Yeah. Just. I don't know. Sure. You know what? You can make your own choices, and I trust you. And also, I'm really sorry about how our last encounter went. I don't know why I made it all weird.
What? What last encounter?
Never mind. Never mind.
Oh, do you mean when you
Um,
proposed to me?
Okay, never mind. Okay, love you. Bye.
I love you too. Goodbye. Be safe. Don't die.
I'll try.
All right. Everyone roll a D100 for me.
Why?
I don't want it.
Good job, Sarah. Fuck me.
Don't worry. Don't worry. Don't worry, Callie.
Boy, Core.
Good old reliable.
Not a D10, a D100.
I actually rolled my D100. I got a 3.
It's hilarious that if you guys were working with a divine intervention, 2 of you would have got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hold on. I should roll for Zana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, am I missing somebody?
Me, I got a 23.
Oh, okay. And Zana got a 20.
Bottom tier, Callie.
Roz,
Yeah.
last watch. You, Maeve, and Zana are on it.
The responsible people.
There's not a lot of, discussion and talking that's happening. With 3 of you, you can be a little bit more laxed, so you kind of maybe drifting in and out a little bit here. But at some point, you hear sniffles or like weeping. Like you hear someone crying nearby.
Someone in the camp?
No. You look to Maeve and Zana to see if they're registering it, but they don't seem to. Make a perception check for me.
Ah, damn it. Oh, damn.
A 19?
It's coming from the statue near the Hag's Hovel, the one of the you saw 2 statues as you were entering. One of them's like down the hill right as you're coming up towards, and then the other one's at the top of the hill, kind of looking over the winding path. It's coming from the statue near the hut.
Roz, what's the statue of?
Just a woman, kind of has her hands out, beautiful. Well, I mean, it's old and kind of like, crumbly but it looked like at one point it's probably like a beautiful like elven woman or something. There's like thorns and like ivy and stuff growing across it.
Ooh. Roz walks over to the statue, just kind of looking up at it.
You hear sobbing. It sounds like it's from it's not like a child sobbing. It sounds like it's an adult, like, a woman.
Do we see Roz go?
Yeah, you see her walk over there.
Everything okay?
Yeah, I just... Weird, I heard...
Appreciating fine art, are we?
Oh my god, is this a person?
You watch this big grin spread across her face, like ear to ear, like the top of her head's gonna fall off if she smiles any further. Not in this case.
Oh.
But there are
no.
some who have done such things. I find it a bit cliche to decorate your yard with those who go back on their deals. But
So why is it
no.
crying?
Is it? She looks over.
Yes.
I don't hear anything. Timavra, do you hear anything?
No, but what does it mean that she is?
Miss Butcher, do you hear anything? Zana just gives a glare. You might be hearing things, dear. Forrest
We don't
likes to
just-
play tricks on you.
Yeah. Can I use my divine sense?
You can.
Gonna ping it out right here.
It's 60 feet, right?
Yeah.
And it's...
Celestials, fiends, or undead.
Okay. Yeah, you hit your divine sense. You don't pick anything up. And she goes, are you satisfied?
No. But
Hmm.
do I still hear the weeping?
You don't.
Okay. She goes back over towards the camp.
Sorry, I don't know what type of trick she's trying to play now.
She
Oh,
goes
no.
back inside and kind of closes the door, but leaves it open a crack.
Hey, Light, did you hear that?
Light ponders for a moment. I didn't hear it in the same way that I hear others talk, but I can sense your memory of it.
That's disconcerting.
I don't know what to make of it, but whatever it was could have been something targeting you.
Yeah. I'll be happy when we're out of here.
Try to hold on to that when you're in the far realm.
Yeah.
All right, the rest of the watch passes uneventfully. You awake everyone the next morning as the hag comes hobbling out. Well, are we all prepared?
As we're going to be.
Excellent. And you watch as she picks up this basket and kind of puts it under her arm and starts to walk down the path. Right, follow me this way. We'd have a bit of a walk. And you watch as her hunched, massive figure kind of like sways along unnaturally before you. And you all take a little jaunt through the woods in the direction of the Festerwill pools. It's about a 30-minute walk. If there's any sort of preparation you'd like to do on your way there, or anything, any last-minute questions you have.
What element types are they not resistant to in the far realm?
She ponders for a moment. Things from the far realm. It's home to a lot of the known aberrations, things that have been changed in unexplainable ways. They tend to have psychic abilities. So if you have any spells or things of the mind, know that they may not be as effective in this world.
No. Trying to figure out what element type to make luster.
All right. As you get to the Festerwill pools, you see that there's a sort of a rickety makeshift dock that has a boat at the end of it, but the boat is like, you can just see the tip of it, like it's vertical. Like it sank and it's just on the ground, on like the bottom now, with the top of it pointing up, and it's still tied to the dock. She walks out to the edge and starts taking things out of the basket. You see her throwing some things into the pool, chanting. It's not dark out here. As you've now gotten away from the hovel, you've watched as like it gets lighter, and not just because the sun came up. You're sure now that around her hut there's just like a permanent like nighttime enchantment or something. But once she starts whatever ritual she's doing, dark clouds begin to gather above you. You see lightning sort of booming through them, not to the ground, but the way that it just lights up those clouds. The pools themselves begin to slosh and roil. She looks back over her shoulder at all of you. Any last-minute questions, concerns? She looks at you, Roz. Prayers?
I had to pray to my God. I wouldn't want to.
She finishes it up, and you watch as the festival pools begin to turn and begin to swirl. You watch as the water starts to go faster and faster and faster, and it begins to open up a funnel in the center of it. Lightning comes down and strikes the inside of that funnel, sending the waters splashing across. And as she continues the chanting, it opens up until there's like a 15, 20-foot whirlpool just at the edge of this dock that goes down into just darkness. And she turns to all of you. There's your way.
I'm sorry, I forgot to do one thing. Who is the lowest HP? I need the 3 lowest HP.
If the tokens are correct, it would be Corey, you, and Leo, or Luster if you're counting Luster.
Okay. I'm going to cast 3rd level aid on the 3 of us. So our HP totals are increased by 10 for 8 hours, and also 10 HP to accumulate that.
Yep. So your maximum HP increases by 10. Just be careful where it is that you're recording that so you don't forget that you've added an extra 10 HP onto your maximum.
I mean, I'm just going to do it on here, but I won't do it on my character sheet. You're welcome.
Roz will make her way out onto the edge of the dock and kind of peer over and nod.
We really need a non-crying picture of Aurora for Zana to use.
Yeah, we do. And with that, she tips off the edge of the dock and plummets in.
Oh, no, you're not supposed to jump! Kidding. She looks back at the rest of you. You are supposed to jump.
Hermia follows Roz.
I follow as well.
Zana jumps in.
Run
I
off the
can't do
dock,
it.
yelling.
Did you
at
say you
her.
can't do it?
I can't do it. I have a fear of heights, which I know is weird because I was flying most of the time, but I could feel that I was secure in the air. You know what I mean? And now it's just like in front of me, and it's like I don't know. What to
Could
do.
somebody push her?
It's just Corey and Zealous at this point.
Fuck.
You just want to turn to a bird and fly away?
Yeah, I really wish I could.
Well, I can do that.
Well, don't waste the spell slot. We're about to go to hell.
You could always stay here with me.
Oh God. Okay. Corey puts their hands on their face. Just push me, Zealous. Just do it. Just don't even count. Just do it.
Zealous pushes Corey.
All right, Corey falls in.
Probably in the direction of the portal.
It just pushes you
I hit
into like the
edge of
water. So you don't get the clean fall. You just like go around and around and around down the drain, getting like the water of the Festerwill pools, which does not taste great into your mouth. What was the live wire? It tastes like live wire Mountain Dew.
Oh,
Yeah, it's pretty
Live
bad.
wire's delicious.
I like
Mind
that.
it.
I like that. I think what's worse, swamp water or live wire? And I go, well, I mean, the swamp water at least has some earthy tones to
Yeah,
it.
yeah. Zealous, you jump in last.
Yes.
I would have lost my shit if Zealous had just turned into a bird and flown away. Like, fuck that.
Okay.
Y'all are crazy.
I can eat now. Peace.
I'm
I mean,
going
we
home.
Played without you if this was going to be the end result, man.
That's the cruel joke of it. We waited all these weeks to get him back, and he just ditches us.
This is way out.
Got him.
Peace. Fuck.
This music.
As you all jump one by one into the whirling abyss that is opened in the Festerworld pools, you are sucked in, pulled down with an incredible force. It's not just falling that you feel. Something is acting upon you in a way that makes you feel as though you're going to be crushed long before you even hit solid ground. That pressure mounts, it grows heavier and heavier, And then this wave of heat rushes over your body as you pass some threshold into the far realm. Your mind is assaulted as reality itself begins to unravel before your eyes. The air is thick with an unearthly stillness. It's broken by gaps of rotting decay or burning. The air is the thickness of it. You start to realize is because you are falling through layers of the far realm. Plane after plane washes over you. Whispers of countless unknowable entities begin to pierce your mind. The sky, if you can call it that, above, below, around you is a swirling chaos of impossible colors where stars are bleeding and constellations are twisting into maddening shapes. And as you think you're about to land but continue to pass through the ground beneath your feet over and over again, it is shifting. It's a pulsing mass. The very land is alive. It is writhing around you, and each level you pass through sends ripples through the terrain. And you can't shake this feeling that every one of them is alerting something ancient and malevolent to your presence.
Great.
At the very limit of sight, beyond all of this, drifting just as part of the horizon itself, you see these huge, multi-layered shapes, vaguely resembling... they remind you like whales or krakens of the deepest ocean. But even the smallest of them seem to be the size of cities themselves. I need everyone to make a wisdom or charisma saving throw to try and get a grasp of this reality and orient yourself enough to land on one of these planes. No one gets Rosalind's bonus. You are too far away from one another as you plummet.
Not even Rosalind.
Especially not Rosalind. Fuck that bitch.
It's a very, very low DC. If you get under a 10, let me know. All right. Congratulations. You have all passed your first madness check. The DC has increased. As you look around, you start to notice one another, and you begin to slow your descent through these layers, and you finally land upon one. It's an odd feeling as you can see through it into what there is below. Looking around, you see the same sights as before, just layers upon layers of the far realm, all stacked on top of one another. Anywhere from a few inches to several yards apart, you can see creatures and beings swimming through them as fish swim through water. Ahead of you, there's bizarre alien flora, towering twisted fungus that emit a sickly phosphorant glow, translucent tendrils that weave through the air like serpents looking for prey. The scent of decay is all around you, assaulting your senses, mingling with something sweet and cloying like a scent of rotting fruit. Welcome, second chances, to the far realm, a place where the very fabric of existence defies logic and reason, and where the boundary between reality and nightmare does not exist.
I feel like we just entered Disc 4 of Final Fantasy VIII.
Everyone here?
Unfortunately. Well, this is... You know what? I think the hag overstated it a little bit. It's unusual.
You are tripping so many red flags right now.
I'm trying to maintain a positive outlook.
I know. Let's not call the hag a liar. Okay. So we need to figure out where to go. Do we see anything that looks like a big jail?
Oh, everyone make a perception check.
Oh God, what are jails? They don't exist.
Dirty 20 with my +1.
Damn, you got higher than me.
Boom.
And see, look, I both us.
Telling you, Roz is handling this okay. She's got a strong charisma.
21. I rolled really bad.
I know, so did I.
Roz would like to roll intimidation against herself to get her mind in order.
26, Hermia.
My brain is just, it's given up. The Vivant is worn off.
Oh, there we go.
Or you're
All
not
right.
sure if we're in the far realm. We might be in the pharma realm.
Yeah, Corey just throws up. Corey vomits.
Yeah, Corey is like,
Well, Corey
take me
did
back
scroll
up.
on the.
Beat me up.
Yeah.
Beat me back up, Scotty, please. I can't. I don't want to be here anymore.
Hermia got the highest at 26.
Yep. Just a quick second. I'm trying to double check something. All right. Everyone rolled pretty decently except for Corey. So what it is that you notice, because there's a lot here to see. But I think what stands out to you to begin with here, something pulls your eye specifically to it, Hermie, and then one by one you kind of all lock onto it as well, and you can't explain why, but as far as a direction to go, it seems to call to you for some reason, but you see just this pale green sliver off in the sky of the far realm. Just a hint of a curved light emanating through the milky white and the gray haze of the layers, and it doesn't bleed in the same way that the other skies, or sorry, the other stars and constellations seem to, and it's this odd sort of green that you don't see anywhere else around you. Could I get wisdom saving throws from Leo and Hermia?
That 20 plus 8.
And I got a 15 plus 3, so 18.
Okay. Both of you feel a shudder kind of run up your spine, but you're not sure why. You get the sense, though, that something is watching you.
All right. Second chances. Focus up. We're here. We made it. Corey is probably going to need to eat a big dinner tonight because that's a lot of vomit. Outside of that, remember, stay close.
Mm-hmm.
If you hear anything, see anything, speak
Thanks.
up. Don't keep it to yourself.
I feel like something's watching us,
The-
but that might just be because this is crazy land.
Ground
Okay.
is kind of like bubbling a little bit as you kind of look around and try to make sense a little bit more. The more you're on this layer, things seem to be starting to solidify some more. You can't see through the ground as much as you could. You seem to be by we'll call it a river for the ease of for the sake of visualizing this. The material in it is still transparent. You can see through it and sort of into what comes next. But the ground you're standing on, and what seems to now be a bridge, an old sort of dilapidated bridge before you that goes across that, has started to materialize as well. But there's some of the ground around you that's sort of bubbling a bit.
Right. Well, with some speed, let's all get onto that bridge and off the bubbling ground.
Agreed.
Roslyn, an
Yeah.
18 does not hit, does it?
No.
As you are saying this to everyone, you watch as this massive blue clawed fist reaches up to try and grab you, and you are able to sort of sidestep or dodge out of the way
Holy shit.
of it.
Bad far rum Greeblin.
Ooh. A 24 hits, though, doesn't it?
Yeah, that does.
Okay. Oh. Okay, so it's only going to make one of those, fortunately for you. But we are going to have to resolve a surprise round here real quick now. So let's start with Roz. Can you take 14 slashing damage and give me a Constitution saving throw?
Constitution?
Yep.
21.
All right. As this massive claw comes back around a second time, it does manage to catch you. It slashes sort of across the front of you, and you feel something on you that's heavier than blood, and you're able to reach up and pull off. It looks liquid in form, but it also feels living and like it's a solid. I almost want to call it a slug, but it doesn't really have like a form to it. And you're able to like throw it down onto the ground and watch as it sort of seeps back into it. All of you begin to look around as creatures start to come up out of the ground around you.
Shit! Get your weapons out!
And let's show you what you see here.
What is that? No, it's a
Those are
Hezru.
frogs.
They're either
Anyways.
sloths or Hezrus.
And let's do...
Oh, that one's definitely a sloth.
Do you want us to
Nice
roll
cheese
for
salad.
initiative? Or...
Yeah, why don't we do initiative really quick as I get my surprise rounds out of the way.
I have alert, so I cannot be surprised.
All right. Anyone who has alert, which I think is also Zana, does get to go during this round. So let me roll for
Jesus.
the sloths as well.
Why did
I
you
did
roll
not
a
do much.
D8?
She gets to
That's
roll.
my gift of alacrity.
Oh, thank you,
Okay, I
because
was like-
Zana also has that.
I got a total of 6.
I have 11.
Gross.
It's gonna be a Rosalind kind of fight.
I rolled an 8
Why?
with advantage.
With advantage. Oh god. Starting off strong, everybody.
Listen, we're slow starters. I grant you that.
Mhm. All right, so Maeve's the only one on there so far. Let me add turns for everybody. Zealous,
We're
you
like
can
a
add
diesel
yours.
engine.
Leo, you
Slow
can
going
add
to start, but then
yours.
it'll go for a long
Hermia, you
while.
can add yours. Corey, you can add yours. Rosalind, you can add yours. And there's Zana. And then we got the blue slod, the Nothix, and the red slod.
Oh no, blue sloths are scary.
What makes them scary?
They're big and they hit hard.
No.
Did I do the green guy already? I did. Okay. So blue slod.
How do I change my HP?
Let me know what it is, and I'll change it for you.
It's 128.
Okay. All right, there you go. The Nothic got 18, 19, and the red 15. And Zana. Ooh, good job, Zana. 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. Zana got a 36.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
What'd she roll on the die?
A 19. And then she has
Oh,
a plus
and it's a
9
1d8.
initiative and gets a D8.
Holy shit.
Why don't you share that with the rest of the party?
Hermia, what did you get?
22. I thought I put it in there. Maybe it didn't save.
And Zana,
Yeah,
what
you
did
have
I
to,
say?
like,
Like
you have to click
fucking
enter.
36.
Oh, oops.
And if someone changes it while you're doing that, then it goes back to 0.
Oh, that might have been, yeah, I might have been adding something as you were changing yours as well. Whoa, no, don't clear. Don't clear.
Oh,
I
what?
want to sort.
You know what? If might as well clear it and we'll just start over and try again.
All right.
13 enemies on the turn order. I've got Gift of Alacrity, and I'm still going last, baby.
What did you roll?
I rolled a 2 plus 2 plus 2.
Well, look,
Yeah.
I'll tell you what.
That is pure paladin, baby.
You may not be taking your turn. Oh, Stargana, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome in. You may not be able to take your turn until the end of the order, but you will definitely be doing some stuff before the end of the order.
That doesn't make me
That
feel better.
doesn't-
That's weird.
that doesn't
It's crazy.
So the Slod, as it comes up, reaches down and attempts to just take a bite out of you with this massive maw.
The blue slot?
The blue Slod, yeah, that's a 17 plus 8.
Yeah.
Wait, it gets to take another attack? I thought Zana and Leo go first.
Since it was in the midst of its attack, I'm gonna let it take its turn. But when it gets to it, it'll.
So it gets 3 attacks?
It does.
Yeah, look how big the token is. Of course it is.
God
It's a
damn
huge
it.
token.
How that works.
You take 13 piercing damage as this thing comes down and just latches its maw around your, not your metal arm, and kind of pierces into you, and you're able to pull it free.
Ow.
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 Zana's turn. You all watch as Maeve was the only one who got to see this, but you watch as she basically puts her hand up as though she's holding a gun, and you watch as this black, oily substance comes out of her wrist in her hand to form this wicked-looking black pistol in her hand, and she's going to take a shot at the red Slod that is next to her. D20.
Is her pose of that Turkish guy at the Olympics?
It is not.
I love that guy.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
In my mind, it is.
I was seeing so much like fan artwork of that as Percy. So funny.
Yeah.
Where did
So
my Zana thing go?
She right here.
All right, so that is... She gets a plus 12. So yes, that will hit. For 12 damage. Where'd you go, Slot? I said the red Slot, right? Oh, yeah, that definitely
Yeah.
hits. All right, so she blasts a hole through one of its shoulders. Does it do anything else cool? Oh, he has to make a con save. Which he super fails. So his speed is reduced by 5. You watch as from out of like the wound, that same sort of oily substance starts to sort of seep out and slowly begins to spread across this thing. Oh, right. I forgot that I did these. Thank you to Stargana, because we have cool new things in here. I don't have a slow one, though, do I? I redid a bunch of our little icons that we use for things. We'll give him the snail for now. So she will fire again. And use the little clockwork thing that Hermia got her to get rid of that 1.
Yay.
Okay, that'll hit. And with the second shot, a 13. And its speed is reduced by 10.
So it's stacks. That was the word I'm looking for.
Yep. to a point, at least. And then she'll use her bonus action. I don't think she really has anything to use a bonus action for. Nope. All right. It is your turn.
Me?
Yes, Leo. Thank you. Yep. Sorry, Leo. Your turn. Hermia, you're
You're
next.
I'm going to cast Primal Savagery on myself.
So Primal
Run
Savagery, you would basically cast it on something else. So you would walk up and use it on the slot. But yep. So go ahead.
Oh, I thought it was on yourself that you cast it because you're attacking with claws.
No, you attack an enemy with
Essentially,
it takes the form of claws.
It takes the form of claws as you attack it on them. So yeah.
Oh, okay.
So you watch as Leo runs up to this thing. His eyes kind of flash yellow for a moment, and you watch as the tips of his fingers split open, and these massive claws lunge out momentarily as he swipes at this thing. Go ahead and make your attack.
Okay, so since I have pack tactics, I rolled a 16 and a 20. Which one do I get?
Okay, hold on. What's the name of the item again, or the thing that this came from?
Inventory, Wolves Favor. You gain Primal Savagery as a cantrip, and you gain pack tactics until the end of your turn. So that gives me advantage if I'm right next to Roz,
Yep.
right?
Yep. Correct. Yep.
So that's a natural 20.
Yep. Okay. You don't get sneak attack on this one, though, because Primal Savagery isn't a finesse, but you'll have pack tactics on your next turn, which you'll be able to use it for.
Okay. So
But at this level, you would still get all
still-
the dice that you would get. Yep. So 29. Yep. So 29 acid damage as you claw this thing. Those claws that you have are also like dripping with this acid. Let me make sure these things aren't immune to that or resistant in some way. This is the blue slot that you're attacking.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. They are resistant to it, so he takes half damage as you claw through this thing's tough hide. You notice that it's the claws that seem to be doing all the work, and the acid doesn't seem to really have much of an effect on it. Flavor-wise, mechanically, it's resistant to acid.
Okay.
You still have a bonus action.
Then I will. So I still have pack tactics. Can
Correct.
I offhand and then?
No,
Sneak
because
attack,
in order
or-
to do
okay.
that, you have to use a light weapon, and you cast a spell.
Okay, makes sense. Then I'll just. Actually, I'll give advantage to Rosalind for her next turn.
All right, you got
Yeah.
it. Hermia, it is your turn. And then we have two Nothics with Corey on deck.
I guess I'll stay with the group and I'd continue to attack this blue thing.
Okay. How do you want to get over next to the blue thing?
Am I gonna invoke opportunity attack or
If you're
what?
just getting next to it, no.
Okay. That I just
Yeah, you can go
move
down
over
here.
there. Like I wanna stay in range, I just wanna be able to hit it with my sword.
Okay. So do you want to move here or up here in the water?
I'll
Or here.
stay on land.
All right. Then you probably would have went like up towards Hermia or by Rosalind, we'll say.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead and make your attacks then.
Okey-dokey. I will bonus action hex on it, and then first attack is 26.
Oh
to
yes,
hit.
yes, that will definitely hit.
And then the next one is 22 to hit.
Both of those will absolutely hit.
Okay. I feel like we haven't done combat in like a while.
Oh yeah.
We haven't even played in a while.
Yeah.
I need to find out where all my dice went.
I'm sorry.
Okay. So. Okay. First, it is 8 plus 7. Whatever that is. 'Cause my brain is not.
Yep,
okay,
that's fine. 8 and 7.
then another 8 plus 7, and my hex is a d6, which was a 3.
All right. So you come up with Foamir and just start to carve into this thing's thigh and like through the stomach of it, watching as like its odd sort of purplish blood just begins to spill out. And it seems to sort of have its attention divided between all three of you, like it doesn't know who it wants to unleash its rage upon whenever it gets its next turn. Anything else, Hermia?
Nope, that was my action, movement, bonus action, so.
All right. I need... Let's see. This thing... what's the range that you guys can do on this? Oh, it's not as far as I would like it to be. Maeve, I need a wisdom check from you.
Wisdom check.
Sorry, saving throw. No.
Okay.
No,
I mean,
never
it's
mind.
the same number either way.
I don't want it from you. I want it from
Oh.
Zana instead. And then I want one from Zealous.
Oh boy. Oh,
Saving
no.
throw?
Yep, wisdom saving throw from the two of you. Oh, fuck, you're a fucking druid.
19.
And Zana with a natural 20. All right, cool. Both of you succeed. Corey, it's your turn. And then we have a slew of slods, and then it will be Maeve's turn.
Whoa.
A slew of slods.
All right, come on, Fey royalty sorcerer, what you got? With your sweet new cloak.
With my sweet new digs.
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to magic surge on our first fight in the
Come on.
final realm.
Come on, go for
No,
broke. Oh,
no,
it's all or
thank
nothing.
you.
It's all or nothing.
Not yet. It isn't. I'm going to move back with my fancy vector steps, and then.
Oh,
God.
darn. These things only have a 5-foot reach. That's fucked up.
Yeah. I'm going to cast. Okay, I'm gonna cast. So Corey starts to summon this ball of electricity and goes, "Hey, Roz!
What?
Sweat! I'm a sorcerer!" And then I'm gonna cast Chain Lightning at 1, 2.
What's the range on the jump of that thing?
Yeah.
That's 150 feet.
The range on the jump is.
Oh, the jump?
Yeah, like once
Yeah.
you hit one target, how far can it travel to the next target?
Oh.
30 feet.
Arc Torch
30
Array,
feet?
30 feet. Yeah.
Oh shit.
Okay,
Oh, it
so
works.
so yep,
Arcs
yep.
Off,
The-
arc off up to 3 other targets that have to be within 30 feet of the first target.
All right, so
All
you're
right.
targeting the blue
Yeah.
slot, then you want the red one, and then.
And then I'm missing this one. It's the farthest. Yeah. This one.
All right, so you want these
Yeah,
3.
boys.
All right.
Yeah.
What is? That's a dex saving throw, right?
Dexterity saving throw. My DC is 19.
Jesus. All right. The blue slot has magic resistance, so he gets advantage.
Corey, you hear in your head, ask it, do you know what happens to a toad when it's struck by lightning?
Go ahead and roll your damage. The blue slot fails. The red one fails. The death slod
That was a death slot. I thought I recognized that token.
fails.
Death slod.
I will. You know what? You're not sure because it is the smallest one, but that one has a great sword for some reason. None of the other ones
Yeah.
have weapons.
Yeah. I think death slots are the ones that can turn into people.
And the Nothic does make it. So go ahead and roll your damage.
Okay, I rolled
no, they're the ones that
41
can turn invisible.
lightning, and then
41, you said?
41, and then I'm going to quicken spell.
Okay.
So that became my bonus action. And then I'm gonna. What the fuck do I want to do, man?
All right. So the Nothic was the only one who saved on it, so he'll take half damage, but the slods are resistant to lightning damage, so they all take half damage as well.
Okay.
I should have changed.
So,
That's just fine.
so Ra is saying, what happens to a toad when you cook it? Not a whole lot.
No, it's when it's struck by lightning. Never mind.
Oh, I missed the second half of it. The one that Zana hit though, like as this like arcs through them, you do watch like where it hits, there's like a small burn, but where the lightning comes out the other side before arcing to the next one, like blows chunks of its flesh out behind it. They still did take quite a bit of damage, and two of them are already looking pretty bad. So that was your bonus action.
That was my bonus action. And then what's our ruling on multiple spells in a single turn? Is it just cantrips?
Nope, you can still cast other spells, but it has to be second level
second
or
level.
lower. Yes.
Okay.
Oh, okay. It's a house rule.
Now you did
then-
just spend a sorcery point, right?
6 of them, in fact.
Mhm.
So. Oh, sorry. That's if you trigger Wild Magic Surge, not if you use a sorcery
Nope,
point.
I'm,
All right. Yep.
I'm
fair
not
enough. Fair enough.
doing it. Don't
Nope.
tempt
That's
me.
fine. That's fine.
I'm going to cast. I'm so sorry, guys. I
No,
have so many
you're.
more spells
Yeah, you're
than
fine.
I had as a warlock. I'm gonna cast.
What is? No, I would ask since you're still looking stuff up. We'll wait till you get more comfortable with your class before we ask you to describe how everything manifests.
Okay. I'm gonna cast Vortex Warp.
Oh.
I can see within range. My range is 90 feet. I'm going to cast it on this guy.
Okay, and now Vortex Warp, if it's on someone who isn't your ally, that's a
Constitution
saving
save.
throw, right? Okay.
Against a 19.
All right, con save against a 19. That is a 16 plus
Plus nothing.
plus 4. So
Ooh.
unfortunately,
Aw.
he does save.
Silvery
You-
barbs.
I forget. Silvery barbs. Did you take the new one or you take the lowest?
You take the lower.
Okay.
Take the lowest.
That is an 18 plus 4. So as you cast Vortex Warp on this thing and try to envision it in a different area, something about the space stretches out. Like this thing's further away than it should be, and your magic can't quite get to the range it is. But as you blink, it's close enough. You're not sure what happened. Did it resist? Is it the far realm having some effect on you? Make a wisdom saving throw for me.
Little old me.
A little OU.
Good God. Good God.
Oh, boy.
better.
That's a 9.
Oh, God.
That's a 9. Ooh.
9.
You have inspo?
I did spend it, so
God, okay.
no.
It's okay. It's okay. We'll figure it out.
Roll a D100 for me, Corey.
Oh,
Am I magic surging anyway? Is that what you're
No,
telling me?
This is
No,
not
this is
magic
something-
surge.
he mentioned
So much
madness.
worse.
He mentioned madness earlier.
Also,
so...
Malkyria gave you 2 inspo, Corey.
Thank you, Mal. That's 52.
So it's not going to count now since you don't have anything. But for the next... three minutes, Corey, you look around and panic begins to step in as you start to hear the words of the Prism Hag in your head that reality here is not what it seems, and you start to question whether your allies could even be your allies or not. And for the next 3 minutes, you have to use your action to attack the nearest creature to you as you are suffering short-term madness.
Oh boy.
Ooh.
Great. Okay, I'm gonna give advantage to Buddy Zealous.
All right. So right now, that means that your most prominent enemy is Luster. All
Sorry,
right.
babe.
Next up is the Red Slod.
-10 to his speed.
Yep. So
For all the good that will do.
he has a speed of 20, but that's enough to get up here next to Zana, where he gets to make 3 attacks. Oh, you also watch as its flesh seems to be stitching itself back together.
Oh jeez, is it heal?
All right, let's use a bite attack against Zana. Oh crap! I forgot this was a surprise round, but oh well.
Oh.
That's all right. That is a 15. I think that that misses Zana. First one. So the bite attack misses. It'll do 2 claw attacks,
We're scared enough, don't worry.
both of which hit.
Oh,
So she's gonna take 7 piercing, so 14 piercing damage. And then she has to make a Constitution saving throw or be infected. That one passes. That one's gonna be a close one. Oh, she just meets. All right, she's not infected with slod eggs. Blue Slod's turn. Oh, nope. He technically already took his turn. So Green Slod, which is down here far enough away to not have to worry about anything.
I didn't even see that thing.
Oh, I don't like him and his little casty rod he's
Oh.
got on there.
Oh, yes.
Your
Music's
on my end,
fucking
your
up.
music's fucking
Yeah.
up, yeah.
Yep.
Again, geez, 3 times tonight.
Usually it does it every hour, doesn't it?
It only usually does it once per session for us.
Oh, odd.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's. Some of these Slod may have to suffer here.
Well, you know, it be that way sometimes when you're a slod.
Yep.
Hey, no, get that marker off of me. Hey, you move. you get
Stop
shit
that!
off of
Stop
there.
that! No!
You knock that off.
This seems like the prime, like, target, though. To hit
Yeah, right there.
everybody.
Look at that knob just sitting out there by himself. What an idiot.
All right, Hermia and Maeve, you two don't have to worry about this, but I need everyone else to make a dexterity saving throw as this green slod hurls this little red bead through the air toward all of you.
I've forgotten to make rolls for Luster, but I will
Man,
for this
I
one.
do get advantage.
So,
on
so you said
dex
dex saving?
Correct.
Okay.
I get advantage on dex saves.
He gets plus
How
1,
big's your aura, Miss
2,
Roz?
10 feet.
the plus
Oh,
six.
yeah.
You are out of it.
I'm always just out of it.
All right, Zana makes it, and with evasion, negates all of the damage.
Luster rolled 12.
Oh wait, do I have a advantage from Corey from something?
On an attack? I don't know. Well,
No,
Silvery Barbs
Silvery-
is on your next D20, so
attack.
yes, you do have
Oh,
advantage.
it is. Okay, so yeah, go ahead and roll with advantage then.
For all the good it did.
I'm right there with you, Zealous. I rolled an 11 too.
All right, 29 damage. If you rolled,
It's not lightning damage, is
if
it?
you rolled an 11 or lower, you take 29 fire damage, and if you rolled a 12 or higher, you take 14 fire damage.
Well,
Still
that's a shame.
Corey, remember that your cloak gives you resistance to fire.
Luster, look at you. Oh, there you go.
Absorb elements.
There you go.
Take half.
Okay.
Luster, why do you have a 40? What does that mean? 40 what?
I have
Luster,
no
what
idea. I have no idea.
What is that?
Luster's like, I have lay on hands now. That's my lay on hands pool. I took paladin.
Right? I'm like so good. Like, what would you have 40,
Roz has been
buddy?
teaching Luster how to paladin.
Oh man,
And
I
then
wish.
this slod
I
will
get rid of
move
it.
back across here. This water, by the way, seems to be very, very, very shallow as you see them like walking through it. Maeve, it is your turn.
It is my turn. Okay.
Zealous, you're up
attack-
next.
I'm gonna attack the thing that's attacking my girlfriend, I guess. I'm going to cast. What am I casting? Sure, I will cast Zephyr Strike. Though I don't need to move anywhere, but that's okay. And I'm going to make an attack on the red guy.
Yep, go for it.
Because I get advantage and because I keep fucking forgetting I have elven accuracy. I don't
Triple
know.
advantage.
Triple advantage.
Yeah, don't forget
So
that one.
I
That's a great
always
one.
forget it. So anyway, I'm going to roll these 3 d20s.
Yeah, you are.
So,
Nat 20.
fucking witch.
Do it.
Oh, I have a magic arrow. Knocked.
I command you.
Do you know what your Yep, you
Yeah.
know what it is as soon as you pull it or no, that's a different one. What kind of magic arrow are you using?
Slow.
Slow arrow, you got it.
I did not roll a natural 20, but I do have a total of 28.
Yeah, that's definitely gonna hit.
Okay. So he's hit with slow plus this plus Zephyr Strikes 1d8. Oh, I guess it's right there. So
Yep.
17, that's force damage, whether it's 17 piercing magical damage on the first attack was slow.
Okay.
And then is this the guy that was resistant to lightning?
Yes.
Shit.
Well,
okay.
they all all 3 that got hit were resistant.
Fuck. That's okay. I didn't know what element to do. I'll make a second attack.
Mm-hmm.
This will be just a normal attack. 17 hit.
It does, yes.
Maeve hits on a 3. Duly noted.
Shush, don't tell him that. All right. 1, I can't do favored foe because I have concentration on something. Oh, wait, no. Because I used it. I don't fucking care about the other thing. So yeah, favored foe's on here.
Okay.
So,
Another
And then
5.
this is only going to do half damage, but I'll just do the infusion as well.
Yeah,
with
go for it.
lightning.
Tell you what,
Whew.
I'm not gonna make it do half damage. You can have the full damage on that one.
You're so kind.
Yep.
You're so kind to me.
1 damage.
Yay! So that's 17 plus 6
Mhm.
is 23.
All right. Yeah, it's not looking great. It is riddled with arrows. It has holes in it. This weird, like, sort of black, oily substance from Zana's gun is still kind of spreading across it.
And then this doesn't take any action, but I can move Luster. So I am going to move him closer to the Golbrezu so that Zana can get sneak
Yep.
attack off it.
Slod. It's a slod. But
Slod. Sorry.
Corey, as that
God.
thing that looks like Luster moves away, you now turn your attention and worry
Shit.
towards the thing that is taking the appearance of your best friend.
I'm sorry. I didn't think.
It's all right. Zealous' turn. He can move too.
Zealous, it is your turn. Maeve, did you want to move anywhere else? You still have
I'll
your
just-
movement if you wanted to.
Yeah. No, actually, I don't know where else I would move. So.
Okay, no problem. Zealous, your turn. Then the Death Slod with Rosalind on deck.
Actually, I'm sorry. I lied. I'm gonna move right here.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
No problem.
Okay, I'm good now.
All right, let's see if I remember how to do my shit. Bonus action, turn into a starry bucket form.
Sorry,
Which one?
bucket.
Chalice.
Chalice. Okay. You're very good at the heals.
That's bonus action. Walk over here. Main action. Say, "Come on, old buddy, you can do this." And I slap Rosalind across the face, giving a cure wound.
Ow.
Level 1, because that's how
You know.
life is.
Because that's all you need.
All right, good news. Corey, now Leo, Zealous, and Maeve are all a threat to you, so you can choose who you want to attack.
We're using D&D 5th points 2-4 edition, where healing spells are much better, right?
Not yet. Hey, you're a Stars Druid. Your healing spells are already much better. Plus,
yeah,
also keep in mind, because I don't know if this has ever came into effect or if you don't realize, but because of the Heart of the Wild Mother, if you overheal someone, they get that overheal as temporary HP to a point.
Shit.
to a point. 26 points of healing for Roz.
Thank you.
And that was 10 feet of movement, and I'm going to move back over here and protect my best friend.
Sure, that'll work out.
Be great. Oh my god.
All right.
Yeah.
What?
End of your
Okay.
turn.
Corey looks normal to me. All
Thank
done.
you.
All right. The Death Slod's turn. Oh, Death Slod. What am I going to do with you?
You know, for the name, they aren't really as scary as you think they should be.
I mean, they got some cool stuff.
They do.
What does
The first
this
time I
do?
threw a death slot at my party in Strahd, I was like, oh, this thing's going to kick ass. It didn't.
Honey,
It didn't.
It didn't.
don't encourage him.
All right. The Death Slod is instead, as he's sort of holding his greatsword, he's going to heft it up over his shoulder and kind of pound against his chest. And he says something in a language that none of you understand and spits something up into his hand that's like glowing. And he's going to chuck this thing towards all of you. And where's the shapes? I need shapes. He's
Where the
gonna
paintbrush is.
he's gonna cast Cloud Kill,
Oh, come on.
which is
Is that poison damage?
Yeah.
is that 20? Because it's a 20-foot radius, so that's actually like 40 something, right? 5,
Yep.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Wait. 5, 10. All right, I think that's big enough.
Of course, I'm right in the center of it.
Yeah, I don't think I can get... Oh, I guess I can't get everybody that I want to get. Well, we'd have to put it about right there-ish, yeah. All right. And then he will move... He will move up into here. Does he take damage from his own poison?
Do any of them?
I'm checking. When a creature...
Mm-hmm.
So, yep, sure does. In that case, then, he won't go into it. He'll go here. But his friends are going to take damage on their turn. Rosalind, speaking of, can I get a Constitution saving throw, please?
Yeah. Well, bam. 13.
Oh. Boy, you really wanted to make up for lost time, didn't you?
Oh man, Robbie, I rolled 7 nat 1s in 45 minutes last night.
So yeah, that is a fail, I'm afraid. So you're going to take 20 poison damage on a failed save.
See, this is like, I just healed that.
Question, Zealous,
Wait.
check your heart. I think you actually do something for people here. Hold on, let me. Oop, not Zealous.
Oh wait.
Wild Mother's
people
Heart.
within 15 feet of me.
Gain have advantage.
Have
Are
advantage on
resistant.
save.
And is resistant to poison. Unfortunately, that's not Roz.
Yeah, well, turnabout's fair play with your stupid aura.
Okay.
Oh, do you want me to pull you away from that big thing and heal you?
No, I'm gonna murder these things.
She's about to go.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Is I can pull you as a reaction from getting hit.
No, I'm good.
Okay.
All right. So Ra's gonna go down to here. Let's see. I want the death slot though. All right, I'll take the single opportunity attack to move over to here.
Okay, so 2 things are going to happen. The first is that the blue slot is, yes, going to take a claw attack at you. And miss. As you step off of this dock and into the water, you know how when you're going downstairs but you're not looking and you expect there to be one more step?
Yeah.
And like there isn't, but you kind of like fall? That
Yeah.
happens. You're watching these things walk through this water, but you can still kind of transparently see through it to the next layer, and as your foot hits it, it goes through. I need you to make a...
Oh. I didn't thought we were allowed to walk through this.
You are, but it's the far realm and things are weird. I need an intelligence saving throw from you, please.
How about any other ability score? Ha!
15.
That makes it. As you step in and you start to fall through, you remind yourself, no, this is real. This is real. This is where I need to be. And are able to sort of push yourself back up. And you can continue your turn now.
All right, great. I'm gonna move over
So
there.
generous of you.
But the
flank the shit out
far
of this
realm...
guy.
But the far realm will remember this.
All right, well, you know what? Fine, I'll remember it too. Then we can both remember. This asshole here, Death Slot. We're gonna try and do 1 murder, please.
Yep, go ahead. And you get
16 plus 2, 18 to hit.
you actually get +3 because of Hermia.
19.
19 to hit.
This is on the death slot. Just barely. If you weren't flanking, you'd have missed.
Whoa.
14 slashing damage, 6 radiant damage.
All right. You carve into the back of this thing. So 14, 16, 20 total.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So he's going to do a con save. He maintains concentration.
And then we'll go attack again. 29 to hit.
29 hits.
This time we'll put a smite in it. He's an aberration, so no bonus there.
Boo.
Agreed.
Boo, I say.
So we're just gonna do this as 1d8 plus another 1d8. Yes, plus 2d8 plus 9. 31 damage.
31 total damage. That's
Enjoy your free action smites while you can.
chonky hit, and he now needs to make a DC 15 saving throw to keep up Cloud Kill.
Yep.
He has a +4, so he needs a 11 or higher.
Yeah.
It's a 19.
All right.
End of
That's
your
all for me.
turn. All right, as we get back up to the top of combat, you guys have been in the Far Realm for like 36 seconds.
Yeah.
For some of you, it hasn't been too bad. For others, you are looking on in horror as your friends, who might not even be your friends, are fighting scary monster things, and you could be all alone. While others of you are just really hurt because things have bit you and clawed you and threw fireballs on you.
I'm not really hurt, thank you very much. I'm just fine. Because I believe I'm just fine, and that's how it works in the Far Realm.
So you're at about, actually, you're what we would consider bloodied, Roz. So I'm actually gonna change, if you don't mind, your token.
I'm not bloodied.
To
I'm
that
at 54
one.
of 104. I'm almost bloodied, but I'm not bloodied yet.
But
I'm
we'll
at 51% HP.
We'll go ahead and
cool art.
pick up right here next time to see how the Far Realm fares as we go further in.
Well, we might all just die here.
That's very possible. Yeah, you very well may.